In today's video, we're going to go over some plyometric exercises or bounding exercises, which are a critical type of movement that is essential if your goal is to return to running. If you're new to this channel, I'm Tara. I'm a neurologic physical therapist with over 20 years of experience helping people restore their mobility and their independence after a neurologic injury. And my passion for all of you is if you are recovering from a neurologic injury, I want to provide you with as many tools as possible so that you can take full ownership of your recovery and reach your highest maximum level. And all that said, this video is specifically for those of you who want to return to running. Now, this video is not for anyone who's in the early stages of recovery. I would consider this more of an advanced recovery stage exercise. So how do you know if this video is appropriate for you? I would say the foundational criteria for the exercises that we're going to go over today are that you can single leg stand for a minimum of 5 seconds without holding on to anything. And you walk without an assistive device and you haven't had a fall in the last year. If that is you and your goal is to eventually return to running, then this video is for you. If you're not quite to that level, I will put a card up in the corner here of a kind of lower level set of activities or a progression of activities to get you to this point if eventually your goal is to return to running. But today specifically, we're going to go over plyometrics. So what are plyometrics or bounding exercises? It's a very specific type of movement that takes advantage of the inherent elastic property of a muscle. So what does that mean? It means that a muscle can lengthen and rapidly contract. Much different than kind of like a power type of exercise. So power is force times acceleration. So that's how quickly your muscle can move a load. Very different from a plyometric exercise, which is where your muscle will store a bunch of potential energy as it lengthens like a rubber band, and it's how quickly that muscle can contract, releasing that stored energy. So why do I tell you all of that? Is a lot of people talk about plyometric exercises and they're really just talking about power exercises. A plyometric, you really need to kind of have that bounding component to it. And that's where a lot of you who are trying to kind of return to jogging just a little bit, you get a little bit of an awkward sensation or a jerky sensation because you just haven't practiced this plyometric component of the muscles, and that's what we're going to go over today. So step one is just be able to coordinate the hip, knee, and ankle at the same time, which is where a lot of you are having difficulty. So can you, with your back leg back, just go down and go up on your toes and then come back down? We haven't really gotten to a plyometric yet, but the step one is just working on coordinating your hip, knee, and ankle together. So your involved leg is to the back. You're going to do a little bit of squat. You're going to come all the way up onto your toes, and then you're just going to come back down, all the way up onto your toes, and back down, all the way up, and back down. All right, and then for the next exercise, this is the involved leg that we're working again. You're going to kind of do the same thing, but you're going to kind of use your front leg to kind of assist a little bit. So we're getting a little bit more exaggerated with that movement. We haven't quite yet gotten to a plyometric yet, but you're just getting used to that feeling of coordinating your hip, knee, and ankle together. You're just going to go up and down. Again, use this leg as much as you need to, but not more than you have to. Okay? And then once you get really good at that, now we're going to get into that plyometric motion a little bit, and you can use your hand for this. So definitely hold on to something just as you're starting to get used to this kind of new kind of property of the muscle, really working it in a way that it probably hasn't been worked since you had your neurologic injury or event take place. But you're going to use something to hold on to, and you're just going to start with your involved leg back. And you're going to jump and switch your feet. Now, a lot of you, this isn't going to be perfect, and what a lot of people do is they kind of shift their weight more onto their uninvolved leg. Just pay attention to that. The goal is to get both feet off the ground at about the same time. It doesn't matter how far they move. They're probably not going to move very far to start, but you're just going to kind of switch your feet. Soft landing, bend those knees on the landing, switch your feet, bend those knees on the landing, switch, bend, switch, bend. We still haven't really gotten to a plyometric yet, but we're getting much, much closer. Okay, so just getting used to coordinating those hips, knees, and ankles to working together. Okay, once you get really good at that, we're going to go feet side by side now, and you're going to go up and down. Okay, just stay with me here, okay? Just up and down, up and down. The goal for this one is to make sure you're getting off of both feet at the same time. Now we're going to work more towards that like single leg bounding. But we're going to go side to side. It's just a little bit easier, so you're going to go start on your involved leg, and you're just going to go to one and then back to the other. Back and back. Use your hand as much as you need to as you're redeveloping this coordination in your lower extremities or in your legs, okay? Back and back. Back, back. Back, back. Okay, once you can go side to side, you're going to go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Okay, and then you're going to switch and go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Okay, so again, we're getting closer to that plyometric because we're decreasing the latency time between the lengthening and the contraction. Okay, so we're getting closer. We haven't really taken full advantage of that bounding yet, but now that we've gotten all those components down, now we're going to try and do the bounding. Okay, so now you're going to go feet, one foot slightly staggered. Now you're just going to do a little bit of bounce. You don't have to get really high, but you want to just practice this on both sides. Okay, trying not to shift all of your weight onto your uninvolved leg. Try and keep equal weight on both legs. Okay? You're just going to bounce, bounce, bounce. Switch, bounce. Switch, bounce. Now we're getting to that plyometric, okay? Or what some people kind of refer to as like a pogo. Once you get really good at that, then you can start thinking about going to a single leg and doing the same thing. But not until you get really good at these with your feet staggered and you can switch them, would I progress to a single leg. Okay? And then again, it's that quick propulsion. You're decreasing that latency time between the lengthening and the rapid contraction. Okay, but that's a nice progression of activity for those of you that are in the later stages or you're a little bit higher level. So hopefully you guys found that helpful if you're in the earlier stages. Don't forget there is a link in the description below for a video that I made a little while ago where it goes through a progression of activities if you are in those earlier stages. Also, if this video resonated with you and you feel like you just aren't getting these types of exercises the once or twice a week that you're going to physical therapy, and you want a little bit more guidance in progressions of activities between your therapy sessions, then you would be perfect for our Gold membership program. As a Gold member, you get weekly guidance as well as access to a vault of exercises with progressions very similar to this one to help you reach all of your mobility goals. To learn more about our membership programs or to sign up, you can visit rehab-hq.com, where you can learn about all the perks of our membership programs or schedule a discovery call to talk to someone in person to see if one of our programs is right for you. I enjoyed spending time with you guys today, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.